There is a lot of tension in the country as far as Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment motion is concerned, and Kenyans are waiting for Rigathi's next move. Earlier in the day, there had been speculations that William Ruto had scheduled a press briefing by 4 p.m. Later, it turned out to be one of those rumors in social media because Kenyans are now speculating quite a lot. But as Ruto's press briefing turned out to be mere speculation, it is true that Rigathi Gachagua has scheduled a press briefing in his current home by 7 p.m. And that press briefing is causing a lot of tension, anxiety, and expectations in Kenya today. And this is because when all this started, we never believed that it could mature to be something that is true. In fact, no one ever believed that William Ruto could be so serious to an extent that he would engineer the ouster of his deputy. We have also seen the deputy president who, if you ask me, did not also believe that this impeachment motion could come out to be true. Because we have seen him from a man who was just thumping, reminding William Ruto that we were elected together. MPs cannot, impeach me because I was elected by people over 7 million votes. And so if William Ruto is done with me, then he should, return our votes. To a man who has swallowed humble pie, he has apologized to Uhuru Kenyatta and he has also apologized to William Ruto.
Watu ya mlima mko? Bwana wasiguza nini? Bwana wasiguza nini? Na mimi mkanipigia kura kama naibu wa rais. Mlinipigia ama kunipigia? Ni nyinyi mlinipigia ama ni wajumbe? Sisi tunamuuliza rais, weka ahadi yako, deputy president yako asikosewe heshima. Siko namna hiyo. Munataka rais aweke ahadi yake? Wangapi wanasema rais aweke ahadi yake, aweke ahadi yake, aweke ahadi yake? Kwa sababu hii ni ahadi, haina kazi mingi. Haitaki pesa, haitaki loan, haitaki World Bank, haitaki IMF. Ni yeye mwenyewe na roho yake aweke ahadi yake kwangu na kwa Wakenya. Sisi ndio tulimchagua William Ruto akakuwa rais wa Kenya. Ni sisi tulimchagua, sio sisi. Kama mmechoka na sisi, mkuje hapa Githurai mtuambie. Si ndio? Kama hamutaki sisi tena, mkuje hapa Githurai mtuambie. Mtuambie hamuna haja na sisi. Katibu wa Dwaito.
Pastor Dorcas, our leaders here present and the congregation, good morning. God is good. And all the time. Thank you very much. Finally, I want to say that in our work, this work we came 2 years ago, is challenging work. And in our zeal to work, in our commitment to work, probably in one way or another we have wronged somebody. I want to say to my brother President William Ruto, if in our zeal to work I have wronged you, please find it in your heart to forgive me. I want to say, if my spouse in her duties for the boy child and her program has wronged you in any way, find it in your heart to forgive her. To our members of parliament, if in the course of duty, through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you, all wronged you, find it in your heart to forgive me.
The body language of Rigathi Gachagua in church really portrayed a man who has a contrite heart. Whether it has been forced by circumstances, that apology was real, if you ask me. Others feel that it is rather too little, too late. But, ladies and gentlemen, with all the circumstances and events that have surrounded Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment, when he called for a press conference, there are a lot of speculations going on and there is a lot of anxiety. That is what I want us to look at. By 7 a.m., when Gachagua will be briefing the nation, what exactly do you think Rigathi Gachagua will be telling the nation? Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video. Please give this video likes, and to all our subscribers, I want to thank you in a very special way. To all those who help us share videos, I don't take it for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that is in the minds of many is that finally Rigathi Gachagua is going to address the nation for the last time as the deputy president. And they feel that either Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached tomorrow or he's going to resign. Either way, they feel that this is the last address to the nation as the deputy president. Many have argued that the reason why Rigathi Gachagua should and must resign is because of the constitutional parameters that we have and the constitutional consequences, that if you are impeached, then you are not liable to hold any public office. And Rigathi Gachagua is a man who has got a lot of ambitions. One of the reasons why they fell out with his boss, William Ruto, is because of his ambitions. He wants to galvanize the support of Mount Kenya for himself so that anyone who is going to Mount Kenya should pass through him. William Ruto never wanted that. And so if he waits to be impeached, many political pundits are saying that it is going to be very injurious to him politically, because in 2027, however much he galvanizes that support base, he cannot hold any political office. He can only be maybe a spoiler or a kingmaker. He can tell them, let's go this way. So with that, people feel that he is going to tender his resignation letter. The other thing why it is good to resign, if at all he has to, it is going to he's going to avoid and avert the impeachment that will result into a lot of humiliation. Being the first deputy under the new constitution to be impeached is something that is going to paint him in bad faith as a fallen hero, a fallen soldier, a deposed king. And so to avert all the humiliation and the headlines and all this, many people feel that he can resign by 7 p.m. today. Others are also saying that it is going to give him an opportunity to call himself in a meeting and give it a fresh start. Because if he resigns, he's going to be a free man. He's going to, regroup his soldiers so that if it is playing politics, this will give him an opportunity to play politics without any restrictions of being told that you're a national leader, you hold public office. He will also have enough time to talk about Murima. He will now tell people, let us group, we have been betrayed. It's going to give him an opportunity even to attack William Ruto without any accusing fingers directed to him. So many people feel that he's going to resign by 7 p.m. today. This has been a hot debate. I remember KTN's Ken Mijungu had predicted that Rigathi would resign before Sunday, that was yesterday. And he faced a backlash. Many people were telling him that, your predictions are wrong. You had told us that Rigathi would be resigning. He's still in office. So people are waiting. But knowing Rigathi for who he is, it seems he does not want to resign. I don't know whether between waiting for the resignation, for the humiliation, being impeached, and resigning, I don't know which is which, because I know he's got advisors. He had lined a battery of 20 lawyers. So we're waiting to see. Number two, it is expected very highly that Rigathi Gachagua could take that opportunity to offer his final apology to William Ruto. It is expected that he could tell William Ruto, even shedding tears, even, appealing to his heart, that if at all I have wronged you, just the same way he did it in church, I apologize once again. Please give me another chance. Let us work together. I promise to toe the line. If he does that, people will start saying, oh, Rigathi Gachagua has humbled himself, he's been humiliated, he has now realized that William Ruto is bigger than him. But then if William Ruto so decides after that apology to forgive him, it is better than going home. Rigathi Gachagua has tasted the trappings of power, security, secretariat, the salary, influence, a big office, name it. And so he does not want to lose it. The reality is dawning on him. So it is expected that he could decide to give his final passionate apology to President William Ruto. This will paint him in good faith. This will leave William Ruto with the burden of being looked at someone who cannot forgive his enemies. He was a thorn in the flesh to Uhuru's administration when they were together. He was a deputy, but Uhuru never attempted to impeach him. So people are going to say his deputy has apologized, yet he cannot forgive him. So it is expected that he can tender his passionate apologies to William Ruto, like he did. Finally, it is also expected widely that he can decide to spill the beans, to talk about Adani deal, to talk about what happened in 2022, how elections were allegedly rigged. He could spill more, he could say something that we've never heard before, because he might decide that I have nothing to lose now, I'm going to resign, but before I do that, I'm going to expose William Ruto. So it is expected that he might decide to expose William Samoei Ruto. As we wait for that press briefing with bated breath, Kenyans are speculating, but let us wait and see. Again, it isn't our priority to impeach the deputy president. We've got, bigger fishes to fry.